What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today, we got some big news from Disney Lorcana. You see, this weekend over at Disney Lorcana, we have been having the European Championships, the first ever European Championships for Disney Lorcana. And as part of those first ever European Championships for Disney Lorcana, we have had a bunch of reveals. And I'm telling you now, these reveals have been awesome. Starting off with Set 7. Set 7 is going to be called Arcasia's Island. It is coming March 2025. It says learn new tricks, and it features Bolt. I love Bolt. Random story, I went to see Bolt in the cinema by myself, wearing a suit. I looked a little bit out of place, but I like Bolt. I like the film. It's a franchise I didn't know I needed to come to Disney Lorcana, but it is coming to Disney Lorcana, and I am absolutely delighted. It's coming in March. We're not given another date here. So that's, interesting to say the least. And there are a couple of things to note here, including a necklace which is very clearly amber, and a metal leg thing going on. So I'm looking at amber and steel for Bolt initially. Although, can I just get this out there? And I'm sure I'm not the only one to suggest this. Bolt's got to have Rush, right? Like, it's got to happen. Bolt has got to have Rush. That has just got to be a thing. I refuse to believe that Bolt is not going to have Rush, because that's the whole point. Like, for those of you that don't know, Bolt is a dog that goes super duper fast. So it's got to be. Got to be. I mean, I'd be very weirded out if that wasn't the case. Now, you will notice there is a bit of a logo at the top there of Arcasia's Island on the logo. And we don't know what that means right now. There was a rather lovely social post that was put out by the lovely folks over at Disney Lorcana featuring me and the lovely Ed that the pair of us were casting together this weekend. A picture was taken with this logo on the table and then tweeted out on the official Disney Lorcana, Twitter. And I don't really know what it is, honestly. And I'm willing to bet neither do you. So something's going on here with this owl thing. Assume it's an owl. It looks like an owl. Something's going on with this. I don't entirely know what it is. Sorry. But yeah, something's going on with this. And I would like to know the answer. Of course, we do know that it is a kind of a pet-themed set. The exact phrasing was, beyond the cast of cuddly critters lies an ancient secret just waiting to be discovered. So, beyond the cast of cuddly critters, this isn't a Bolt set. At least, from the information we currently have, it really seems like it's not a Bolt set. Now, don't get me wrong, there's Bolt in here. Bolt is in the set. My point is, it is more than that. And I'm just going to get this out there. I love the idea of having a Bolt theme set. I love the idea of having a pet theme set. I think this all sounds rather lovely. But somewhat surprisingly, we also got news of Set 8, Reign of Jafar, coming Q2 2025. Now, I don't know when the date is. I wasn't told this. I was told Q2 2025, just like you were. But I'm going to tell you, I'm thinking June. Because it's Lorcana. We have a set roughly every 3 months. We have 4 sets a year. So with Set 7 coming in March, we would get this in June. Now, there are some potential differences here. There is a chance that Arcasia Island actually ends up dropping very early March. So Reign of Jafar comes very late May. So it's all but 3 months, but it technically falls in May. Or the other way round, where maybe Arcasia's Island actually comes out very late March. So Reign of Jafar actually drops, well, I would say early July, but Q2 is April, May, June. So I think if it was coming early July, I don't think that's the case. So maybe we get Set 7 early March and this late May. But all the signs here point to this being a June release. I don't know, I can't tell you, but it certainly seems to me like this is going to be a June release. It makes perfect sense. Why would companies not put the date on here? Well, because it's far out and they want to give themselves some wiggle room. This is standard. We see this all the time, all over the place. So, Reign of Jafar coming in Q2 2025. I think it means June. That means absolutely nothing to you guys, but that's my prediction. And obviously here we saw how excited Baker was for this. This is a set which is featured around Jafar. And a prediction a lot of people have been making is that this is going to give us our second Illumineer's quest. So in the same way, we had Ursula's Return, which was, for what it's worth, the only previous Lorcana set that actually had a character in the name. That was the only one that actually had a character in the name. So it makes sense to me that if Ursula's Return brought with it an Illumineer's quest with Ursula, that was set 4. This is set 8, Reign of Jafar. So we've got the fact that Ursula was 4, this is 8, i.e. the last set of the year, if we take a year as meaning 4 sets, not chronologically. Then that makes sense. If we take it as it is a villain-themed set, then again, that makes perfect sense. And if we take it as, hang on a second, Ursula's Return had the Ursula Illumineer's quest, Reign of Jafar could have Jafar. I cannot stress this enough. I genuinely don't know if we're getting one of these. I obviously have no insider information. But I'm telling you that I've heard this prediction from a couple of people. It jumps to my mind very quickly as well. And I know I'm not the only one thinking this, but I'm just saying it would be very, very fitting to have a Reign of Jafar themed Illumineer's quest in the same way that we had an Ursula's Return themed Illumineer's quest. Watch this space. We'll obviously have to see if this actually happens or whether it's just fan wish casting. But I don't know about you. I really, really liked the first Illumineer's quest with Ursula. I would quite like another one. But that is not all that was revealed this past weekend. We also got a look at some new products. We got ourselves, well, a bunch of fun stuff. We are getting ourselves some new products featuring artwork of cards you might know. We are getting a couple of playmats featuring Tigger in the Crow's Nest and We Could Be Immortals. And seriously, I've listened to that song so much in the car since I introduced my children to Big Hero 6. That's worth getting excited about. We're also getting ourselves card sleeves here featuring Cinderella Ballroom Sensation, yes, the enchanted version, and Ursula Deceiver of All, yes, the enchanted version. And again, they match up like we have come to expect. We have this thing now with Disney Lorcana where they don't necessarily have to use artwork from the new set. So that is what they're doing here. They're going back a little bit in time, but I like this personally, and they're not my favorite cards, although I'm going to clearly get the Immortal playmat, come on, but I think a lot of people are going to be very, very happy about this. What I'm happy about is a new kind of product, the Lilo gift box. Now, this is Lilo Escape Artist, actually done by Grace Tran, and it's an alternate art promo coming in a lovely little gift box, and I think this is going to be something that makes people it's going to be something that makes me happy anyway. This is awesome. I have talked at length about my love for this card. The fact that you can bring it back from the discard at the start of your turn. You have to pay for it, but still, that's a little bit ridiculous. And you get a really lovely alternate art, and it seems to be foiled in some way, and the border's a bit funny. I'd say funny in a good way. I mean different. It's a great looking card. I adore this. This is one of those where, yeah, there is zero chance I'm not picking this up. It is phenomenal. There's also a storage box featuring the art, which I don't think is a reason people are going to buy it, but it's cool. The other thing here is 5 random boosters from the first 6 sets, which interestingly enough means it won't include set 7. That's fine. I am okay with this. Now, this is coming out in March 2025, so it's coming out alongside set 7, but will not feature the booster packs thereof. And first chapter. I'm not saying it's going to have first chapter, and in fact, the image we've seen doesn't feature first chapter, but the wording we've been given, what we've been told, oh, that leaves it open, ladies and gentlemen. That leaves it very nicely open. I adore this. I love this. This is something I will be rushing to get. So there we have it. That's what you need to know. Those were the announcements. And now it's over to you guys. Are you hyped about all of this? What did you think of the European Championships? Tell me all your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comment section. Gunners, be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about, Lorcana and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.